This is Close Combat Last Stand Arnhem. You're watching episode 17 of the Allied campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Alright, it's now the midnight phase of September 18th. We are not looking great. I have not made it out of Valkenswaard, so we gotta get this locked down so that we can clear everything out. I've got all this surrounding area around Eindhoven still just totally in enemy hands, and we've got a lot of broken bridges, so there's not a lot I can do. I am going to move out of Veghel to the east and secure this supply dump, and then to keep Veghel under control, we are going to start moving north out of St. Odin Road, and then we've got a random map right here with nobody that can really take it, so I think we just move in here. And then, depending on what happens in the next movement phase, we can either move up or north. Some of this stuff I might just have to wait for until we break out of the south. This is where it gets a little trickier, though. We lost the bridge here at Ravenstein, so I can only go backwards. And I don't know if that really helps me. So my plan was to just stay here. At Grov, I was going to move up and take the supply depot. I was going to go on the offensive from Blankenberg Bridge, and then I'm going to move west to the minor supply and lock that down, so that way nobody moves in there. And the really tricky part is, again, I don't know where the enemy is going to come from, so I don't know what I should do over here on the east. I've got a German supply depot and two minor supply depots. So I was just staying put here, and I don't think I ever saw an answer about if I needed to just move these guys back to the supply depots and leave them there to sit tight. I want to go on the offensive, so we're going to push northwest, push northwest. If this is a huge mistake, obviously it'll be too late for this movement phase, but please tell me. Let me know if I need to pull back out and just hold the east. So, in Arnhem, I've got 3 battle groups all lined up, and none of them are currently in contact. We already did lose the rail bridge, so that sucks. So I figured let's push down into the highway bridge. We'll push down into Arnhem City proper, and then we will start securing the north area. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we're going to try it anyway because, well, why not? To the west, I'm going to move in and try and deal with Conf Group Craft, see if we can get them fully eliminated. And then I don't know if I don't see anybody here because I don't have intel on it, or if I don't see them there because they're not there. But instead of trying to move up and lock down this northwest corner, I'm going to hope that there aren't battle groups sitting there just breaking out, taking all my stuff, and just try and, like I said, deal with Conf Group Craft. It's right in front of me. I can see it, so I want to eliminate it. But I don't have a lot of ideas on what to do or where to go other than take red squares. So any specific moves you think I need to make after having seen this, please drop them in the comments so I can take some notes. All right. And we're going to have our fight in Valkenswaard, which is fine. And then we did resecure Best, so there was nobody there. And again, we don't have the bridge. That's not great. But it is locked down. So now I don't know if that means really I just need to pull back, or if I even stay here, so as we push into Eindhoven, anybody that retreats runs into me. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's a possibility. But let me know if I need to move back to the supply depot. Movement went fine here, and we stayed secured. So we do have pretty good position there now. We can like secure all of the south and just kind of tighten the noose. We didn't move. We moved up, and apparently they moved back, right? Or was this always uncontested? Now I don't remember if I was going to fight or if they pulled out. We're going to have a new fight here. Made the move, made the move. And yes, we traded positions. So there was a battle group at Nijmegen Bridge. They moved into Beek. I was told that they were going to be heading that way. Yeah, they did. So we've got the bridge. That's cool because now we can dig in. But we're obviously going to end up in trouble here. So I don't know if I'm going to have to pull 505th back now. And that might have just added more steps for myself. We're going to have Arnhem Road Bridge contested. We actually secured Arnhem. Interesting. Okay, all these movements in the north went fine. Yes, there was a team here, and they broke out to the south. They're obviously going to get this resecured. So I feel like I'm spread thin, where like I could hold all of the perimeter, but I couldn't advance anywhere if I had to. So tell me what I'm doing wrong and who needs to go where. Up first, Valkenswaard. We do have the Irish guards who are ready to finally break out of here. The mistake I made in the last fight was killing them and not taking flags. We need to secure terrain and make sure that if they end the fight, we move on. I need Eindhoven and I need to get linked up with the boys to the north. We're going to have Prison Break Company. Still our only battle group with armor. We need to get these guys broken out to the north. We did lose Gretchen in the previous time because I was a little bit reckless with the armor, and I paid the price. I'm aware of it. I need to not do that again. Enemy has one Fallschirmjäger. They're definitely going to surrender if we look at them. I really need to take terrain and not get into it with these guys. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that they're so underpowered, but I have to lock this down and break out of the south because this is unacceptable. So I have spread everybody out a little bit just to make sure I don't lose ground, but I focused basically all of 1st Platoon up in the north because their only flag is up there. No idea that that's where the Fallschirmjäger is going to be, but obviously we want to just take the flag. If I can just move on the flag, we win. So that's currently the plan. I have armor just kind of lined up to the north, trying to keep them a little bit away from enemy terrain so that way they don't just instantly get blasted. But they're kind of just holding the length of the road. I don't think this is going to be difficult, but I'm sure I'll find a way to make it that way. Let's see what happens. Okay, he is nearby, so we are already engaged. And despite it being night, everybody sees him. He's going to surrender at some point, so let's just push for the flag now. Sucre was engaging. Let's get John Abruzzi moved up. And I don't know, maybe we'll be able to cut him off. We do have artillery online, which we're obviously not going to need. I gave it to them just because why wouldn't I? But yeah, we're not going to need it. Big thing right now is we don't have a flare, and that really would be helpful. So here comes the flag, and we should get the win. Okay. Very uneventful. Wouldn't you know that we didn't have any kills? I'm not even going to look at the roster. I don't think there's any reason to. We know that we didn't do anything. We have Hatert Bridge with 504th Parachute Infantry, 82nd Airborne Division. Now, I've had mixed bags with these bridges. I know I got to push fast. It is dark. Maybe that will lend itself to me. But I also don't know how fast these bridges are set to blow, so I might just really be on the struggle bus here. We'll see if we can get this one done. Peanuts Company is ready to roll. We are going to have plenty of mortars, a machine gun, and tons of maneuver infantry. This team should absolutely have the power to make the offensive, It's just a matter of whether or not we get there in time. Oh yeah. So they don't even have support. They have a grenadier and an ersatz and an MG. So I don't see any problem unless they really do just have good line of fire and I cannot make it to the bridge. Depending on what the map looks like, maybe I kind of accept casualties if we're kind of close to the map and I just run for it. If it's kind of like the previous fight and the bridge is far away, like I might not just sprint for it because if I don't think I can get it, there's no reason to take mass casualties. We'll see what shapes up here in a moment. I like that we have both sides of the river. I don't like that we have to start on the open road. So, first platoon on the west side. I have most of them set to push to the north as soon as we know that we're not getting instantly shot at. And then in the south, I do have one team just kind of covering to the west because, well, they might come from the west. Here in the middle of the field are the mortars. And then I do have the machine gun just to their east. They're set up on the road. It's not great, but there's not a lot of better options. I just got them sitting there, and we'll see if they can get any shots. As you move east, I got second platoon. Same kind of thing. Most of the guys are preparing to advance, and then a couple are over to the east covering the buildings, covering any forces that might come from that way. And I've opted to maybe be a little bit more aggressive on this side. I do have troops ready to move into their buildings and begin the offensive. So we'll see if that helps. Franklin is going to support the east side, and I would like to get these guys running as soon as possible. It's just a matter of how this thing kicks off. All right, let's actually go full sprint and full sprint. All right, I think we're decent. Let's just get people moving. I'm going to tell Marcy to run for that. Franklin's going to run there. Pigpen's going to run there. And we're just going to try and break out and expand. I think we have Sally move up here. Oh, contact. We're being shot at on the east. Franklin, engage. Pigpen, engage. Get Marcy up in there. Keep everybody else moving. Let's just go for the bridge. Like I said, Sally can take that. I think we'll go there and then move on. And I know that running is going to be risky for him, but we do want to take as much of the flags as possible, I guess you could say. Franklin gets some smoke out. All right, get in there. We've lost line of sight on this team. Pigpen get in there as well. Marcy move up to this 2-story. Move for the bridge. Yep, that's my bad. Go. We are taking casualties over there, it sounds like. Or we're giving them, I don't know. But stuff is going on. Machine gun is opening up. We are still engaged. Okay, surrenderees. Take the flag and move up. Move up. Move up. And mortars are doing nothing. That's okay. We'll just ignore them. Please keep moving. Take the bridge. And let's move up to this flag. In a perfect world, we will take basically all of the flags before anything crazy happens. I'd like to move over here next, so let's get Marcy going that way. And I'm guessing we're going to run into more contact here. So I don't know if we'll be able to make it to the very far north without getting pinned down. That would be maybe the next plan is like peel off and do that. We did get the flag over here. And I don't know if I try and do something like this to lock down more of the terrain in the event that this ends before I have all the flags. Kind of just depends on what happens here. If we get this one, who? Sally, what just happened? Where did I tell Sally to go that they can't go? All right, we'll try that. Oh, we're being shot at. Right on us. Right on us. Okay, hold on. Peel off that way a little bit. Can we get down over here and do that? Because there's a little bit of a berm there. That's at 3 meters. This is at 3.5 meters. We might be able to advance north, parallel to the river. So let's go west, north, come back to the east, and then we are drawing fire. Now's our chance. We can use some mortars. Let's see. Marcy took that flag. Let's push north there. We did get that flag untested. So let's just keep everybody moving. Maybe contact right here somewhere. I don't know. These guys are not doing okay. Okay, that's a direct hit. Just put that out there. Okay, we got a hit. We got a kill. You guys just have to keep moving. Charlie Brown, I don't know, maybe push northeast. Snoopy, we'll do the same. We'll try and get behind them. And we'll do the same over here. Yep, so fire here, fire up here. We just got to keep, there we go, good hits. We got to keep everybody moving and securing them. If we get this whole town, I'm okay with that too. I just assume that's where they would be. You guys, just keep moving north. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to let you stop. They're going to keep shooting at you. Just keep moving north. We are moving fine. I don't know how long it will take to set up the machine gun, but we're going to try and move the machine gun. And Sally is securing terrain over here. Pigpen, same sort of situation. In a perfect world, we will just take all the flags and not have to worry about this. We'll see how that shakes out. Okay, keep going. Franklin, go straight for that flag. Charlie Brown, come up behind them. And, I don't know, maybe there. And cut across. Lucy is close. So we need Lucy to just get in there and take that. Poor Sally. Sally is not pumped. Come on. Come on. Come on. We're basically out of mortars. So we'll just spend the last ones if we can. Are we going to take this or what? Come on, Lucy. Get up there. Whatever you got to do. Marcy, come over here. Mortars are pretty much out. Please shoot them. There we go. See, that's why we keep shooting. Okay, Patty is out. And I think actually now we're out altogether. So Spike, 0. Patty, 0. And Violet also 0. Not that these guys want to run with their mortar tubes, but we're just going to bring them up because we can. And I forgot about Snoopy, so let's get Snoopy right there. Peppermint, Patty, move up. We're going to have some positions to secure behind them. I believe they're all on this west side of the road, so I think we can kind of move with impunity. Let's go there. All right. You guys going to shoot at all? Linus isn't out of ammo. Why does it think that Linus... Oh, we talked about this. Linus is upset because I made them sprint everywhere, and then now they're demoralized, and I'm asking them to engage in a fight. That's why they're telling me they're out of ammo. So, crawl back down the hill a little bit. Oh, they can see us apparently. Right there, put some shots out. Can Schroeder maybe even just go here? Let's go like that. I don't know. Charlie Brown can put some shots down, and then Marcy can take this. And again, I know everybody's going to be winded because I'm just keeping them moving, but I am also trying to keep them moving. We can actually see that. Machine gun is opening up. They set up like instantly. That's exactly what we need. Keep those heads down. I could probably just win this if I can get Marcy to actually get to the flag. We can just win this one outright, and we'll be looking pretty solid. Come on, Marcy. Don't give up. Don't give up now. Where? Still this team or what? Who are we spotting? Oh, I forgot. I had all the mortar crews on move, so none of them are set up to do smoke. I was going to have them lay out some smoke, but that's not going to work. Never mind. We don't have to. We actually took all the flags, got a total allied victory. That was pretty smooth. It went very well. I'm very happy with it. We're at 79% morale. Something tells me part of that is not even casualties. It's that like every single person has been sprinting since the beginning of the battle, but it did work, so I like it. We killed none, wounded 6, and took 2 prisoners. They killed 2 and wounded 2. So yeah, I don't think our morale has anything to do with casualties. It's just that they're beaten down. Up first is Charlie Brown with no kills. Snoopy no kills. Linus no kills. Lucy did take some casualties, no kills. Sally no kills. Peppermint Patty no kills. Schroeder no kills. Woodstock no kills. Marcy no kills. Pigpen no kills. Franklin did get 2. And, you know, that's really not a bad trade, like 1 loss, 2 kills, and full sprinting everywhere in enemy territory. Rerun nothing. Patty nothing. Violet did come away with 1. And Spike was apparently the one saving the day, coming in with 3 kills. Mortars have been a saving grace for me, so I got to keep using those. Then their platoon leader had 1 man left, no kills. Grenadier is the opposite, only took 1 casualty, but no kills. Ersatz wiped out and surrendered. MG42, we did not actually hit any of them, and they're coming away with 3 kills. It feels good to get a solid win, a real win. We pushed hard, took very minor casualties, all things considered, and secured the bridge. So sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me if I need to do more of that. And maybe at night too, I can get away with that a little bit more. But if you enjoyed the fight, go ahead and like the video, click the subscribe button to support the channel, and you can support me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.